This is ZNS Total Sports.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Thursday. Professional baseball player Anthony Seymour is still in the minor leagues, but he's playing in the Single A division. Seymour, who is still under the Miami Marlins organization, will start the season with the Greensboro Grasshoppers. The outfielder Seymour, who is known for his athleticism, is expected to help the Grasshoppers improve their win-loss record. The Grasshoppers finished 51-88 last summer. It was the worst record in the South Atlantic League.
It's truly an honor, blessing, thank God for it all. It's exciting as it is nerve-wracking, but, only thing I can control is my energy and my effort level. Go out there, compete every day, and hope for the best. Nothing changed from last year to this year. Just different year, different season, new team, just going out there, the same goals I had last year, just going to compete. Hopefully I do my best. Things going pretty good. Just a new year, new season, It's a blessing, Thank God for being able to get called up to play for the Greensboro Grasshoppers. Thank the Marlins, for giving me this opportunity.
The name Buddy Hield has become just as famous as the area the young collegiate basketball player grew up in. Hield, a native of Freeport, Grand Bahama, is not ashamed of his childhood upbringing and where he's from. He constantly bigs up the Bahamas and 8 Mile Rock. Even sports greats like Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith are more knowledgeable about 8 Mile Rock. Here they are talking to our Charles Fisher.
NBA champion with the Houston Rockets and current TBS analyst Kenny the Jet Smith have seen many Bahamian players in his days in the NBA and in college with North Carolina. But Buddy Love is the best so far.
Followed a lot of Bahamian players over the years. Living in Houston, a lot of guys went to the University of Houston, Lyndon Rose and all of those guys. So I know this is an exciting time for everyone. Great player, man. He's going to be a great pro. He's going to represent you guys really well. You guys should be extremely happy. He's a cross to me between Dwayne Wade and James Harden. And he's going to have many summer NBA retreats down in the Bahamas, and a lot of guys will be coming down. So the Bahamas will be the new NBA destination again.
Charles Barkley, also a regular visit to the 242, ready to come back and not for basketball.
He's a terrific guy. But the Bahamas, I've been there a million times. Just a wonderful place. I tell you what, the thing I miss about the Bahamas, I haven't been there in a while, that conch soup, conch critters, can't ever go wrong with that. But this is great. I'm glad to see the kids stay in school and make himself a great player. And he seems like a nice young man also.
Sharpshooter Reggie Miller knows Hield on a first-name basis.
My buddy is doing work. I've always loved his game, but more importantly, I love his humbleness. The way he incorporates his teammates. He's not a me-first type guy. He's a we-first, and I love that about him.
Clark Kellogg, Vice President of Player Relations for the Indiana Pacers and the lead college basketball analyst for CBS Sports, have enjoyed watching Buddy this past season.
His joy, his passion, and I've heard legendary tales about how hard he works. And it's obvious, you don't shoot the ball the way he does and make the shots he makes if you haven't put the time in. Shooting, some of it is giftedness when you shoot it like Buddy or Steph and those guys, but a lot of it is work. His improvement and development has been really a joy to watch, to see him take steady steps forward. And now he's the biggest star in the game in college basketball, I think.
High praise for Buddy buckets from some of the NBA greats. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks so much, Fisher. What a comeback for the Mailboat Cybots and the PJ Stingers. The two teams avoided the sweep and tied the series last night with big wins. The Mailboat Cybots, led by Ernest Bain, defeated the Mr. Ship It Regulators 100-80. Bain scored a double-double, scoring 26 points and pulling down 14 rebounds.
Game 5 is to keep pressure in the basketball. Right now they really hurt, I can tell you the truth. We got Ernest back. Ernest Sanders, who's our leading defender, he's back. So we're going to try and put as much pressure on the ball as possible off the made basket and then force them to beat us from the outside.
The Regulators got 27 points from Kenneth Pratt and 19 points from Miguel Mackey. The Regulators were leading 2 games up until Monday when the Cybots bounced back.
Pressure. We put a lot of pressure on their guards, and as a result of that, we were able to create a lot of easy transition baskets.
The Johnson Lady Truckers will have to go into overdrive tonight to avoid getting swept by the Bomber G operators. Lady Truckers have their backs against the wall in the best-of-5 series. The operators lead the series 2-0. Game 3 tipped off at 7 p.m. over at the Donald Davis Gym. After weeks of training, members of the Bahamas men's national beach soccer team will get their first test this weekend when they play the Swiss men's beach soccer squad. The local side is already to put the Swiss squad said won't be easy because they are here to do business.
We do not come to play just for fun. It's a preparation for the World Cup. It counts, and we're going to give everything that we can do. I think Bahama boys will do the same, yes.
The Bahamas will host the world next year. The FIFA World Beach Soccer Championships will be held right here in the 242, and the members of the local squad plans to put a big show on for the Bahamas and the world.
It was a great opportunity for them, but also for us to come here and to look where they stand and to look where we stand. So it's a great opportunity for both of the teams, yes.
Still talking soccer, the first game in the BAISS Championship series kicked off yesterday and went down to the wire. St. Andrews fell short and will look to bounce back and even the series.
Scrappy game at the end of the day, but the best team won. We'd been fighting for this all season. It's all credit to the boys. You know, they put the work in throughout the season. 6 months we've been training, and that's what we've wanted right from the off. And we were the best team on the day, and we deserve to win that game.
Well, we won last year in a tight game, and this was a tight game, but we lost to the better team tonight. They were better passing, quicker to the ball, and they well deserved. We won 1 out of 2, and we've got 2 more tomorrow, so let's see.
Jimmy Norias has flexed his way to 3 medals at the Miami Muscle Beach Championships. Norias won the bodybuilding lightweight for 35 and over, the men's physique masters 40 and over, and the bodybuilding middleweight. Capturing these titles were easy for Norias, who works hard on and off season.
Off season, I eat as much as I can in terms of protein consumption. I try to stay as conditioned all year round. So the last 2 weeks, I don't have to overexert myself in terms of my conditioning. So I do a lot of the beach, functional training, a lot of stretches, posing. Diet is always a struggle for me. But as long as my off season is on point, I don't have to diet as extreme as the other bodybuilders.
Well, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.